and welcome to the game where it's not just about finding the right answer, it's about finding the best answer that counts. We've got 4 contestants ready to play. They are Helena, Andy, Carly and Tony. Only one will make it through to the final and prove themselves unbeatable. Let's play round 1. In this round, the contestants will play individually to try and add as much money as they can to their own personal bank. The best way to do that is to find the unbeatable answer. First up, it's Helena. Hello, Helena.
Hello, Jason.
Welcome to the show. Where are you from?
From London now, originally from Yorkshire.
And is there anybody at home who's going to be cheering you on today?
I haven't told anybody I'm here.
Oh, really?
My husband knows.
I was going to say, is he not?
Yeah.
Helena?
He wondered where his dinner was last night. So.
Fair enough. Are you the sort of person who knows trivia? Do you know all the random little bits of information?
I don't know anything useful. A lot of useless information.
Well, you'll be right on this show then. Really will. All right, well, let's have a look, shall we? Here is your first question board. Which of these famous foods was invented first? Cronut, instant noodles, haggis, gambazola cheese, peach melba, spam.
I don't even know what a cronut is.
OK.
Oh, is it a croissant and a donut mixture? I would imagine gambazola cheese is quite old.
The only thing you need to do is find an answer up there that can beat some other answers. Every answer it beats is worth 100 quid.
I would imagine haggis is quite old, actually. So I think I'll go for haggis.
OK, haggis. Come on down, haggis. If you think it's unbeatable, it's worth £1,000. If you're confident, press your buzzer. And if you're right, you'll take that money into the next round. If not, though, you'll go into round 2 with nothing. Your time starts now.
No, I'm not massively confident.
OK,
I think
fine.
I'll stick on haggis.
Fair enough. OK, so stick on haggis. So we just need to find a few foodstuffs that haggis can beat. What's up first?
Cronut, I would imagine, is quite recent.
Cronut. OK, let's bring cronut down. And you think that's a mix of...
A croissant and a donut?
OK, well, let's have a little look, shall we? Which was invented first? Of course it was the haggis. All right, you're off the mark.
OK.
£100. You can either take that to the next round or we can go again and see if we can double it.
I'll have another go at instant noodles.
Instant noodles. Yeah, I can't imagine Braveheart eating instant noodles. Let's have a little look. Let's find out if haggis is older. Yeah, easy peasy. All right, here we go. There's another £100 in it. It's a little bit of a risk because, of course, if you get it wrong, you'll go through with nothing. But what do you reckon?
Right, I'm hoping Nellie Melba came after haggis.
OK.
So I'll go for peach Melba.
OK, peach melba, come on down. Which was invented first? Oh, look at this. Absolute walk in the park.
Now I'm getting a bit scared.
Well, now it's decision time, because you can either take that £300 or you can see if haggis can beat any of these for another £100.
I think I'm going to stick, because I'm a coward.
I'm sure you're not a coward,
I think
Helen.
I am. I'm chickening out here.
We need to know if you had the unbeatable answer all along. Was it worth £1,000? Let's find out. And it was,
no.
of course, haggis. Well, haggis was the 15th century, at least. Peach melba was 1893, and all the way through to the cronut, as you described, a bit of a donut croissant hybrid, and that is 2013.
Oh, OK.
So, £300 into the next round. We'll see you shortly. Well done, Helena. Let's meet our next player. It's Andy. Hi, Andy.
Hi, Jason.
Where are you from?
I'm from Middlesbrough.
Who do you live there with?
I live with my wife. We've been married for 6 years, 4 children.
You've very much got 2 lives, haven't you?
By day, I'm a mild-mannered car salesman. Enjoy doing that. And at night time, I come alive and I'm a professional wrestler. Also a 3-time world champion.
Wow, look at that. I love that. Very good. Fantastic. OK, let's have a look at your first question, bud. Which of these 6 EastEnders characters has appeared in the most episodes? Cat Moon, David Wicks, Ricky Butcher, Billy Mitchell, Barry Evans, Sharon Watts. This is according to the IMDb. EastEnders fan, Andy?
It's on in the background.
OK.
I'm going to say Sharon. Sharon Watts.
Sharon Watts. OK, let's bring Sharon Watts down. If you suddenly become super confident and you think it's unbeatable, it's worth £1,000. You've got 3 seconds to decide.
No.
Oh,
I nearly went. I nearly went.
You nearly did. You went Andy the wrestler, car salesman.
Yeah.
Sensible. OK, well, look, let's still try and win you some money. Are there any answers up there that you're pretty sure Sharon Watts can beat? It's worth £100.
Cat Moon.
Cat Moon. OK, let's bring Cat Moon down. And let's put Sharon Watts versus Cat Moon to find out who has appeared in more episodes. Yes, well done. £100 in the bank. So you can leave it there and take that into the next round, or you can take on another answer.
I'm going to take on another answer. I'll say David Wicks.
David Wicks. Let's bring that down. This will double your bank if Sharon Watts has been in more episodes than David Wicks. Let's find out. Yes, very good. So now it gets a bit harder.
Or one more. Say Barry. Barry Evans.
OK, Barry Evans, come on down. To match Helena's £300, we need Sharon Watts to have been in more episodes of EastEnders than Barry Evans. Best luck. Yes, very good. So you're up to 300. There are 2 more answers on the board, but is there any money left on the board?
Go on, do it. I'll go Ricky Butcher.
You're going Ricky Butcher?
I'm going to go for it.
All right, here we go. Ricky Butcher, come on down. We need this to go Sharon Watts. Let's find out. Yes, very good. It was worth the risk. Have you had the unbeatable answer all along? Was it worth £1,000 from the start?
I won't chance it. I'm going to stick.
You're going to stick. OK, well done, Andy. £400 is absolutely brilliant. Let's have a look where Sharon Watts appears on our question board. It was the unbeatable answer.
Should have pressed the button.
It was worth £1,000. You got yourself £400 and you're taking that through to the next round. Well done.
Fantastic.
Let's meet our third player. It's Carly. Hi, Carly.
You all right?
I'm very well, thanks for asking.
Good.
Where are you from?
I'm from South Wales, Bridgend in South Wales.
Oh, very nice part of the world. So you've seen 2 questions come up. Were you confident with those 2 questions if it had been yours?
I would have.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is there any subjects you are hoping to avoid?
Film,
Film.
books.
OK.
Yeah, just a lot.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
subjects,
yeah.
OK. That's a longer conversation.
Yeah.
OK, here we go. Here's your first question, bud. Which of these 2D shapes has the greatest number of sides? Decagon, icosagon, heptadecagon, heptagon, dodecagon, pentadecagon. I'm going to pretend that I knew what I was saying there.
That's fine, because I clearly didn't.
I
So
have
it's all right.
no idea myself. What do you think? Greatest number of sides?
There's 2 that I would instantly go for.
What would that be?
That would be the pendecagon and the hepadecagon.
Yeah. Is there a reason for that?
Just the bigger words. I was really rubbish at maths in school.
I see your logic. Yeah.
I am going to go with pendecagon.
Pentadecagon. OK.
Yeah, that bad
That
boy.
one. Let's get it over and done with. Well, if you're confident, which sounds like you're not, but let's go through the motions anyway. If you're confident it's unbeatable, it's worth £1,000. Your time starts now. What? Where did that come from?
I don't know.
What happened?
It's going to go 1 or 2 ways, isn't it?
It's going to go 1 or 2 ways, and I really, for your bravery, I hope it goes your way. It's worth £1,000, Carly, if you have amazingly got this right. Let's find out. We're going to start with the heptagon. We're looking for greater number of sides. Let's find out. OK, we're off. Heptagon has 7 sides. The next is the decagon. Greater number of sides. We want it to be red.
Yeah.
Yes, very good. 10 sides. We're going to bring the dodecagon down. Which has more sides? Is it Carly's answer or is it the dodecagon? Come on, Carly. Yes, very good. 12 sides, the dodecagon. Heptadecagon. Come on, let's find out. More sides. Let's go red. Oh, no.
Well, I was rubbish at maths anyway, so I'm still rubbish at maths.
Well,
So it's all right.
yes, but you're great at this game, because that was great fun. Let's see how they stack up. The icosagon has 20 sides. The heptadecagon has 17, and it beat your answer, the pentadecagon, with 15. Wowzer. I'm looking forward to see what else Carly gets up to in today's show. But at the moment, you go into the next round with nothing. Wow, what a start. Let's meet our final player. It's Tony. Hi, Tony.
Hi, Jason.
Where are you from, pal?
Originally from Birmingham. I've travelled here today from Worcester. Now in Worcester.
Lovely. And who's at home willing you on today?
My fiancée, Andy, and our little shih tzu, Marley.
I'm glad you finished that sentence off. I thought I like my kids. Tony, I noticed you say fiancé there, so I presume there's a wedding on the cards?
No date booked, but
No.
potentially if there's some winnings today, like you say, we could potentially set a date, hopefully.
OK,
or,
you used the word potentially twice there, for fair play to you. OK. Let's have a look at your first question board. Which of these computer games first went on sale most recently? Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, Legend of Zelda, Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, Pong, Sonic the Hedgehog. So we're looking for the most recent.
Pac-Man is quite old, as is Donkey Kong. So I think out of the ones that I'm sure of, I'd go with Lara Croft's Tomb Raider.
OK, let's bring it down to the floor. Tony, you've seen how it works. If you think Lara Croft Tomb Raider is unbeatable, it's worth £1,000 in the next round. Your time to decide starts now. Oh, I thought you were going to press it then. You teased us.
I've thought about it, but I'm just not confident with Pong.
So we're looking for an older game than Tomb Raider.
So I'll start with Pac-Man.
Pac-Man, yeah, that's got to be the one, hasn't it? Here we go, come on down. Let's find out which went on sale most recently. Yeah, of course it was. Lovely, £100. Now, you can go into the next round with £100, or you can double it with another answer off the board.
No, I'm going to carry on. And I'll go with Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. Come on down, Donkey Kong. So we're looking for which went on sale most recently, Lara Croft Tomb Raider or Donkey Kong. Let's find out. All right, so what do you think now?
I'm going to go with Sonic the Hedgehog next.
Sonic the Hedgehog. OK, let's bring that down. Lara Croft versus Sonic the Hedgehog. Let's find out. Yeah, very good, £300. There's two more answers on the board.
These are the two I'm less confident with. But I think I'm going to go with Legend of Zelda.
You're going to go with Zelda. OK, let's bring Zelda down. We need this to go red for another £100. Which went on sale most recently? Very good, there you are. £400. So there is one answer left on the board.
Just not sure. So I think I'm going to play it safe and set the £400 into the next round.
OK, fair enough. Well done. Tony wins £400 in our first round. So let's find out, Tony, whether you had the unbeatable answer all along. Let's pop Lara Croft back up there. And you did. Pong was actually 1972. Through to Lara Croft, which was our unbeatable answer in 1996. But can't grumble at that. £400 into the next round. Well done. See you shortly. That's the end of round one. Now let's take a look at the money. Bottom of the pile, it's Carly with 0, Helena next with 300, but storming ahead so far it's Andy and Tony with £400. Now it's time for round two. In this round, the players will go head-to-head. Now, before the show, we drew lots to decide the order of play if the money amounts were the same. And that means, Andy, you get to decide who you want to face in this round.
I'm going to go against Helena.
You're going to go with Helena. OK. It's time for Andy versus Helena. Let battle commence. Andy and Helena. Now it's a game of survival. The first to win 2 question boards will send their opponent home with nothing. Just as before, we want you to pick the unbeatable one, but if you're not sure, just pick an answer that you know can beat your opponent. So, here is your first question board. Of these 6 types of animals, which went into space first? Human, cat, mouse, tortoise, chimpanzee, rabbit. Andy, what are you thinking?
Chimpanzee.
Chimpanzee. Let's bring that down. Helena, what do you reckon?
I'll try mouse.
Let's try mouse, why not? You're both hoping that you've got the unbeatable answer, but if you're confident you've got it, you need to press that buzzer. It's worth £1,000, but more importantly, it's worth the first board. If you win 2 boards, you're through to the next round. But be careful, because if you press it and you're wrong, you will give the victory to your opponent. 3 seconds to decide starts now. Oh, what was going on? That was a drama, wasn't it? Well done, Andy. You have pressed your unbeatable button, but was it the right thing to do? Because if it's not, you'll give £100 and the board to Helena. So let's go in reverse order and let's find out. Tortoise. Which one went into space first? Yeah, there it is. 1968, a tortoise went into space.
No.
Next up, cat. Chimpanzee versus cat. Here we go. Yes, very good. Cat was 1963. Humans next. Chimpanzee versus human. Let's find out. Chimpanzee wins it. 1961, the first human in the April of that year. Rabbits next. Chimpanzee versus rabbit. Which one went into space first?
Unlucky, Andy.
Who'd have thought? Andy, you took the risk. It didn't pay off. You've handed the first board to Helena. Let's see how they stack up.
Woohoo!
No way.
Helena, you actually had the unbeatable answer. The mouse went into space in 1950. Rabbit was 1959. And the chimpanzee didn't make it up there until 1961. So Andy's had his fingers burn on the unbeatable button. Will it affect his confidence moving forward? Let's get our second question board. According to a 2020 poll, of these 6 professions, which do the British public think is most trustworthy? Engineers, judges, teachers, advertising executives, politicians, journalists. This poll was by Ipsos Mori. Helena, you get to decide first. What do you think?
I think I'll go for teachers.
Teachers? Yeah. Seem a trustworthy bunch. Let's bring that down. What do you think, Andy?
I'd say judges.
You would hope that out of the selection, one of these is the unbeatable answer. Judges versus teachers. Your 3 seconds starts now. Helena's gone for it. Lovely. If you win this, you're through. So let's go in reverse order with the least trustworthy, advertising executives. Let's find out. Of course, teachers wins. Next up, it is all our favourites, politicians. Which is the most trustworthy? Let's find out. Of course it is. Teachers wins. Next, it's journalists. Who's more trustworthy, teachers or journalists? All right, so now it gets interesting. Judges is next, which is what Andy chose. Do the British public think judges or teachers are more trustworthy? Let's find out. Yes, it's still teachers. Well done, Helena. So let's bring engineers down because one of these 2 is the unbeatable answer. If you've got it, Helena, you've bagged yourself £1,000 and you're through to the next round and you're sending Andy home. Let's find out. Oh, my goodness. Engineers
kidding.
Oh,
Get
my
up.
goodness.
Well, I am shocked.
Pure.
So, one board each. Let's see how they stack up. Engineers were top.
Oh,
That was the unbeatable answer. This poll was by Ipsos Mori. So, 1-1. £500 in your bank, £400 in your bank, Helena, and it all comes down to this final question. Let's have a look at it. Which of these sprinters has the slowest personal best time for the 100 metres? Crikey. Carl Lewis, Mark Lewis Francis, Asafa Powell, Justin Gatlin, Linford Christie, Alan Wells. Andy, you're an athlete yourself.
I'm going to say Alan Wells.
OK, let's bring Alan Wells down. What do you think, Helena?
I will go for Mark Lewis Francis.
Mark Lewis Francis. Let's bring that down. You've chosen your answers. Are either of you confident enough to go for your unbeatable button? You've got 3 seconds to decide. It's worth £1,000, but more importantly, it's worth a place in the next round if you're right. Your time starts now. Neither of you went for it, which is fair enough. So what we'll do again is battle it out one at a time. We've got your first choices. Alan Wells versus Mark Lewis Francis, which had the slowest personal best in the 100 metres. Let's find out. Oh, well done. It was Alan Wells. So, first blood to Andy.
I'd have gone for that one every day.
Helena knows her stuff, but will it help her as she gets to pick next the slowest personal best in the 100 metres?
Linford, out of those ones, Linford Christie.
Linford Christie. Andy, what are you thinking?
Carl Lewis.
Come on down, Carl Lewis. This could send Andy through if it's Carl Lewis. If not, Helena, you're back in. It was Linford. Very good. You've drawn level, Helena, and it's all to play for. Andy gets the next pick, and you will have whatever's
Oh,
left.
great.
What do you think?
I want to say Justin Gatlin. Go for it.
Justin Gatlin, come on down, which means Helena is left with Asafa Powell. Which of these has the slowest personal best in the 100 metres? Let's find out. Oh, it was Justin Gatlin. Well done.
Well done, Andy.
Well played.
Well done.
2-1 in the board, so well done, Andy. Let's have a little look how they stack up, and I'll give you some times.
Oh,
Alan Wells was the unbeatable answer.
Yeah.
10.11 seconds, right through to Asafa Powell, 9.72. Helena, it's been lovely to meet you and to watch you play. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Andy through to the next round with £700. It's time for Tony versus Carly. So, same as before, first 2 boards will go through. Here is your first question, bud. Which of these places has the highest population density? Madagascar, Canada, Singapore, Bolivia, Cyprus, Hong Kong. This is according to the UN in 2020. Now, Tony, what are you thinking?
I think I'm going to go with Hong Kong.
OK, come on down, Hong Kong. What about you, Carly? You well-travelled? You've been to any of these?
Yeah, my mum was born in Hong Kong.
OK.
My auntie was born in Singapore, but that's as far as it goes. I'm going to go Singapore.
Singapore. Let's bring Singapore down. Do either of you think you've got the unbeatable answer? You've got 3 seconds to decide. Starting now. Tony trying to psych Carly out there. It's now worth £100 for every one you get right. If you get 2 right, you win the board. Let's find out. Hong Kong versus Singapore. We're looking for the highest in population density. It was Singapore, you were right. Well done, £100, and you get to pick the next one first. If you get it right, you've won the first board.
I'm going to go randomly, Bolivia.
Bolivia. Come on down, Bolivia. What about you, Tony?
I think I'm going to go with Cyprus.
Cyprus. OK, let's bring Cyprus down. Let's find out. Cyprus versus Bolivia. Population density, we're looking for the highest. Oh, very good. Cyprus takes it. And we're back to Tony picking for the third time. What do you think?
Well, I think Canada is a huge country. A lot of it I don't think is inhabited. But I think I'm going to go with Madagascar.
OK, let's bring Madagascar down. And that means, Carly, you end up with Canada.
That's all right.
We're looking for the highest in population density. Madagascar versus Canada. It was Madagascar. Well done, 1-0 up. Let's have a little look at the unbeatable answer. It was Singapore. Singapore's top, right through to, as you both suspected, Canada in 6th place. So, Carly, you need to win to get through to the next round. Here is your next question. Which of these people have been nominated for the most Golden Raspberry Awards? Madonna, Sandra Bullock, Sylvester Stallone, John Travolta, Adam Sandler, Ben Affleck. You get to choose first, Carly.
Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone. OK. Tony.
I think I'm going to go with Adam Sandler, because if it isn't, then it really should be.
Adam Sandler. Everyone's a critic. If you're confident that you've gone for the unbeatable answer, now is your time to tell us. It's worth $1,000. Let's find out. Amazing. Fantastic. If you're right, you've bagged yourself $1,000, but also you are still in with a chance of going through to the next round. But let me tell you, if it's not Sylvester Stallone and it's any one of those 5, you are going home. So let's start. Bottom of the pile, Sandra Bullock. But who's been nominated for the most Raspberry Awards? Let's find out. OK, Sylvester wins it. Sandra had 5. Next up, Ben Affleck. Let's find out. It's still Stallone. Ben Affleck's had 11. These numbers are jumping up. John Travolta is next.
It's going to be Madonna.
Let's find out. Yes, very good. John Travolta with 14 nominations. Madonna's next, one of the ones that you were worried about. Let's find out. Sylvester Stallone. He's had more. Yes, he has. OK, so Madonna has had 16, which means, let's bring Adam Sandler down, because it means that you both have picked the top 2 answers. Let's find out who has had the most Raspberry nominations from Adam Sandler and Sylvester Stallone. Wow! Fantastic, Carly. You've drawn level there. Let's have a little look at the board. Sylvester Stallone actually had 35, Adam Sandler with 23. So that means we are only one board away from seeing which one of these guys is going through to the next round. Let's get your question board. Which of these characters appears first in C.S. Lewis's book, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? The Witch, Father Christmas, The White Stag, Mr. Beaver, Mr. Tumnus, Aslan. Tony, you get to choose first.
Well, I'm going to go with Father Christmas.
Let's bring Father Christmas down. Carly, what about you?
I am going to say Mr. Tumnus.
Mr. Tumnus. OK. If you've suddenly got a wave of confidence, you think you've got the unbeatable answer, then it's your turn now to press it. It's worth £1,000. It's also worth, if you're right, a place in the next round. You've got 3 seconds to decide. Oh, my goodness. I can't cope, Carly. I actually can't cope.
I don't know why I did it.
It's worth £1,000 and a place in the next round if Mr. Tumnus appears first in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Look, let's go through this. Let's find out. Bottom of the pile is the White Stag. Which appears first? Yes, we're off.
I'm glad because that was my other answer.
That was your other answer.
Yeah.
OK. Next is Aslan. Let's find out if Mr. Tumnus or Aslan appear first. Amazing. Father Christmas is next, which is what you went for, Tony. Let's bring that down. Mr. Tumnus versus Father Christmas. Let's find out. Incredible. Next, it's Mr. Beaver. Mr. Beaver versus Mr. Tumnus. Tony needs it to be Mr. Beaver. Carly is praying for Mr. Tumnus. Which appears first? Oh, my goodness. Let's bring the witch down because one of these two is the unbeatable answer. If this is Mr. Tumnus, this would be one of the most incredible things that I've ever seen. Best of luck. Oh, my goodness, that is absolutely brilliant. What has just happened on this show? Carly, £1,000 going into the bank, 2-1 against Tony. There's not a lot we can say, pal.
Speechless.
So am I. Let's see how the answers stacked up. Mr. Tumnus was the unbeatable answer. Your answer, Father Christmas, was fourth, right through to the White Stag in sixth place. So that is the end of the road for Tony. Thanks for coming in. It's been lovely to meet you.
Right, Dad. Thank you very much.
But Carly, through to the next round. It's time for round 3. Whoever wins will play for their bank in today's final. It's time for Carly versus Andy. So, you are both going to take it in turns to choose an answer. The first player to find the unbeatable answer wins the board, and the sooner you find it, you can win more money. The first to win 2 boards wins the game. Here is your first question board. Of these 6 people, which one was oldest when they first played the role of Batman on screen? Adam West, Christian Bale, Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Ben Affleck. Carly, you are to pick. What do you think?
I'm going to say Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. Let's bring Michael Keaton down. So if Michael Keaton is unbeatable, Carly, you win £1,000 and the first board. Let's find out. Ooh, it wasn't Michael Keaton. Close, though. It was the second answer on the board. OK, play passes over. £800 up for grabs. If you can find me the unbeatable answer.
I think it's George Clooney.
Let's bring George Clooney down. If it's unbeatable, you'll bag yourself £800 and the first board will be halfway to the final. Is George Clooney unbeatable? It's not. He was 4th. Carly, can you find it?
I'm going to go with the second answer I had in my head, and I'm going to go with Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer. Come on down, Val Kilmer. £600 now, up for grabs, and the first board. Is Val Kilmer unbeatable? It's not. He was the 5th. So, £400 now, up for grabs, Andy.
Adam West.
Let's bring Adam West down, the original, and still the best. But
Definitely.
is he unbeatable? He's not. So now, Carly, we're in a situation where it is 50-50. One of them is unbeatable.
I'm going to go with Christian Bale.
So let's bring Christian Bale down, which means Ben Affleck is the only answer remaining, so let's bring that down as well. So, Andy, you want it to be Ben Affleck. Carly, you want it to be Christian Bale. Which one was oldest when they first played the role of Batman, who is unbeatable? Wow, incredible. The last answer on the board, nobody wanted to pick it. It was Ben Affleck. Let's have a quick look at how they stacked up. So Ben Affleck was the unbeatable answer. He was 43, right through to Christian Bale, who was 31 when he first played Batman. So, Andy, that's added £100 to your bank now, but more importantly, you've got yourself the first board. Carly, you find yourself in the same situation. You got out of it before. Can you do it again by winning these next two question boards? Here is the first one. Which of these fictional characters features in the most novels by their original authors? George Smiley, Charlie Bucket, Dracula, Tarzan, Robert Langdon, James Bond. Andy, you get to choose first.
I'm going to say James Bond.
James Bond.
Yeah.
All right.
Sat between that and one more.
OK, well, let's bring James Bond down, because if it's unbeatable, you bag yourself £1,000 and you're through to the final to try and win it. Is James Bond unbeatable? It's not. Very close. It was the second answer. Carly, what do you think?
I'm going to go with Dracula.
OK, let's go with Dracula. Let's bring him down. Is Dracula unbeatable? No, it's not. So, Andy, you get another bite of this cherry.
Robert Langdon.
OK, let's bring Robert Langdon down. It's worth £600 and a place in the final if Robert Langdon is unbeatable. Oh, my goodness. So Robert Langdon was fourth. So the unbeatable answer is still up there as play passes back to Carly.
I'm just going to take a punt at Tarzan. I've no idea.
Let's swing Tarzan down. It's worth £400. It also draws you level, Carly. Is Tarzan unbeatable? Wow, incredible, very good. Let's have a little look how they stack up. Tarzan, the unbeatable answer, with 24 appearances. James Bond, you were so close, in second place with 12, right through to Dracula, and Dracula only appearing in the one book. So, 1-1 on the boards. The next board worth £1,000 and a place in the final. Of these 6 countries, which consumes the least ice cream per capita? Italy, Switzerland, Spain, Netherlands, Portugal, Greece. This is according to Statista. Carly, you get to go first.
I am going to take a punt at, and I don't know why, the Netherlands.
The Netherlands.
Absolutely no reason why.
Let's bring them down. So, of the 6, you think the Netherlands consumes the least amount of ice cream. Is the Netherlands unbeatable? It's not. It was actually, once again, the second answer on the board. Andy, what are you thinking?
Because it's a snowy country in my eyes, but I'd say Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
OK, let's have a look. You think there's already enough ice there?
But definitely.
Well, look, it's a place in the final. It's worth £800. Is Switzerland unbeatable? It is! Fantastic! Well done! Wow, that puts you in the lead with Switzerland. £1,600 going in your bank. This is how they stack up. The unbeatable answer was Switzerland. Carly, you were so close with the Netherlands. Right through, past Italy, surprisingly, right through to Portugal. Oh, Carly, I often say I'm sorry to see people go, but I am so sorry to see you go. What a brilliant player you've been.
Thank you ever so much, everybody. It's been
Thanks
amazing.
so much.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Well done.
Carly. Great.
Cheers.
Andy, congratulations. £1,600 heading into the final. Let's see if we can win you some money. Well, what a show it has been today. And here we are in the final with Andy. You've got £1,600 in your bank. And in this final, you could win half that amount, all of it, or you could even double it.
Be nice.
Best of luck, OK? It all comes down to this one question board. But this time, we're going to see the answers first. Here they are. Peak District, Lake District, New Forest, Snowdonia, Exmoor, Cairngorms. These 6 answers will remain the same. It's the questions you get a choice at. Here's the first one. Which of these UK national parks is the smallest by area? And your second question. Which of these UK national parks has the largest human population?
I'll pick the first question, the smallest area.
OK, mate, let's get rid of that one then. OK, pal. Best of luck. Let's play the final. Now, Andy, as always throughout the show, we want you to pick the unbeatable answer. Have a little look up there. What do you think?
I'm thinking either Exmoor or New Forest.
Exmoor or New Forest? You been to either?
No.
OK.
Just I know Peak District's quite big. This Lake District's quite big. But I think I'm going to go with Exmoor.
Exmoor. OK, let's bring Exmoor down. So we would love Exmoor to be the unbeatable answer. But before we get there, let's try and win half your pot. Half your pot's £800.
Yep.
And all you need to do to win that £800 is find 2 answers up there that Exmoor beats. So, pick us one.
I'll start with Peak District.
Peak District, yeah, let's go for some big uns here. Let's go Peak District. And let's hope that Exmoor is smaller than the Peak District. Let's find out. Yes, very good, OK. Good start. OK, we're looking for another one that is larger by area than Exmoor.
I'll say Snowdonia.
Snowdonia. OK, let's bring Snowdonia down. So for half your pot, for £800. Let's hope that Exmoor is smaller by area than Snowdonia. Good luck. Yes, there you go. £800. What a great start. Now you've got a big, big decision to make. Are there 2 more answers on that board that Exmoor can beat? If you go for it and you can't find 2, you will leave with nothing.
I'm going to go on.
Good man, good man. OK, what are you thinking? First up.
I'm going to go for New Forest.
New Forest, OK. Lovely part of the country. How big is it? We want it to be bigger than Exmoor. We need it to be. Good luck, Andy. I am absolutely gutted for you. New Forest is smaller than Exmoor. Let's have a look how they stack up. It was the second answer on the board, mate. You could have won your pot if you'd have chosen Lake District and Cairngorms. That would have won you the £1,600. If you'd have chosen New Forest, that could have got you double your pot. Andy, I am absolutely devastated for you, mate. All the best, pal. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much.
That is the way it works sometimes. That's all for today. Join us next time on Unbeatable.